Hello friends, Archangel with CryptoAngel here, bringing you the Shytoshi and Eric Roundup for July 7th, 2021. As a reminder, this is a quick run through of community relevant information from Shytoshi and Eric. I won't be adding much commentary if any. This is simply for those who don't have access to the Discord or don't want to sort through the walls of text to find information. I'll also not be including responses where the original message was deleted or not retrievable and we can't figure out the context from the response. So with that, here we go. So there were no messages from Shytoshi yesterday. As you can imagine, he's extremely busy, and Eric took some time out of his day to jump in and answer a few questions. So Eric stated, "Just jumping in here for some seconds. Yes, we work constantly to answer your comment as it is a concern some of you have. We decided to not lock the swap feature because if you do like it, you will make people transfer Bone to other decks, and that would hurt our project and liquidity. People would sell anyways, so that's not a random decision. We all have studied a lot of our decisions. At the moment, people provide liquidity. People are able to buy. That is a fact. On the other hand, there is a 6-month lock which prevents massive dumps from people who joined early or provided large amounts. It's normal. Leash and Shib got damaged. People needed Ethereum to pull and pay for gas. The same thing happened when we launched Leash. Shib got hammered and recovered after some time. Crypto is about time, and we've proved it a lot of times. This project is designed to survive over time and keep growing from this point. So yes, I wrote about it a lot of times, but patient people will be winners." Eric also states, "Also, some people wonder too about the Bone price. When you release a platform like that, the price spikes during the first hours, but that's not a real price. All those who bought during the spike had not a lot of knowledge of how this works. The natural movement is to spike as crazy and then to go down as crazy to find a real value, then organic growth. And that's what will happen during the next several days/weeks. Then we will see a realistic Bone price there. If that holds well, there won't be problems after the 6-month lock. Price will be low during some days and recover later. You have a clear example of the same pattern on Sushi. Their 6 months lock finished and they recovered really well. When a token has real value, people keep with it because they believe in the project." Pacific Tome says, "What's up, dude? Any idea when the status will change from onboarding?" And this is in regards to the Surtech website. Eric responds, "They are checking our deployed contracts. Hopefully they do today. We are rushing them." Eric also says, "Distribution is done once a week." This is in regards to rewards. "Then you will see the APY and it will be shown from there." Pacific Tome also says, "Sweet, I've been seeing a lot of people hesitant to go all in because they haven't changed the status. Appreciate the response." Eric says, "Fair point. We pinged them. We pinged Surtech at the moment of releasing the platform, but you know, time zones and we are not their only project. They already asked for our deployed contracts, so I believe that will be published soon." Eric says, "I won't use the @everyone command anymore to not bother people, but right click on the channel and set up notifications if you want to follow the messages I'll be posting here. Just a quick update, Surtech is working on the Skynet and hopefully tomorrow they will get the report. They already have all our deployed contracts and we are waiting for them to publish our board so you all can access the entire audit process, the rate, and see all the vulnerabilities they found in the past, which obviously were fixed to ensure a safe platform. Also, 1.14 billion TVL. We are going to enter on the top 10 decks in just 24 hours. That is just crazy. Just to show you some numbers so you understand how big we are, SushiSwap has 2.9 billion and Uniswap has 5.7 billion. We did this in one day. Crazy." Shibzactions says, "Morning, where I am. Any reason why it shows 10 days for the other rewards other than Bone? I thought it was weekly, which would be 7 days." Eric responds, yes, USDC, USDT, DAI, and WBTC rewards come from the swap transaction fees. In order to have enough time to get as much fees as possible, we've increased that time for the first distribution. After this time, returns will be distributed weekly, but we wanted to make sure that there's enough time for people to use the platform and accrue enough transaction fees. Does that make sense? Satsuki's eyebrows says, just curious, is there a reason for it to not be updated live, even if we can't claim? Eric responds, not for now, it's an offline process. We will work on it to help people track their amounts. That was the best way to offer a really solid security on that part, which is the most tricky and one of the entry points of hackers on other platforms. Maxi98 says, Eric, I have a question. The additional rewards during the liquidity event only applies for Dig, or is it applied to Berry as well? Eric responds, it's not additional rewards. It's a 10 buy on the amount of bones minted. If you receive bones, you're receiving that 10 buy during the liquidity event independently of being at Dig or Berry. Shibameister says, that being said, if I'm minting 1.5 bone per hour, after the event I would receive 0.15 bone per hour. Is that correct? Eric responds, you're receiving X amount depending on your share of the pool. After the liquidity event, we'll decrease the 10 buy, but maybe your share of the pool then is bigger or smaller, so that number might vary over time. S, a long number, says, hey guys, I had a conversation with ShibaSwap recently and he told me to post my findings here. And this is in regards to the automatically claimed bones when you push the wolf button. And I did a video on that as well, but we'll read out Eric's response too. So Eric says, hello, when you withdraw your liquidity pool tokens, accrued bones are automatically claimed. You will receive the 33% and the 67% is time locked. Same happens when you add more liquidity. Pending bone are automatically claimed. That is why you see 0 again. Cheers. And just to reiterate this point, I included this redundant comment as well. Hail Mary says, why did my bone disappear when I added more to the liquidity pool? Eric says, just a few lines above, when you deposit or withdraw your SSLP tokens, all of your pending bone for that pool will be woofed automatically. Shib Gintoki says, hi, can you teach us why is APY used for Berry, but APR is used for Wolf? Is the period used for APR monthly? Eric said, wait for the implementation of Bonefolio in some days. Everything will normalize there. DTC Sicilian says, quick question. It looks like Berry rewards are on Fridays. Why was it not this Friday and pushed to next week? That is assuming I'm correct on Fridays. And Eric responds, Berry rewards will be 7 days after the launch. KD6 says, so the 10 days it says is incorrect? Eric responds, that is something we are reviewing. USDC, USDT, DAI, and WBTC rewards come from swap transactions, so we will set some extra days for that returns to be able to earn as much as possible, so the first distribution is not like 0.000. But Berry returns will be reviewed to be able to ask for them before, at least with Bone. There's no problem on Bone liquidity. So with that, we wrap up the July 7th, 2021 Shytoshi and Eric Roundup. With that, Archangel out.